Bridging the gap. Writing to different cultures in English. Hello, English learners. Today, we are going to explore a fascinating and highly important aspect of letter writing: understanding and respecting cultural differences. Using appropriate language for the recipient's culture is essential to convey our thoughts effectively, respectfully, and without misunderstanding. Let's dive into this exciting topic. When we're writing to someone from a different culture, it's important to remember that communication styles can vary widely around the world. For example, some cultures value a direct, straightforward style, while others prefer a more subtle, indirect approach. Our word choices, tone, and even the level of formality can have different implications in different cultural contexts. Understanding these differences will help us communicate more effectively and foster stronger relationships. Before writing, try to learn about the recipient's culture and its communication style. Look for information on formality, directness, and the use of honorifics or titles. Keep in mind that in some cultures, using first names right away may be considered rude, while in others, it's a sign of friendliness. Researching and respecting cultural norms can make your communication more effective and appreciated. The salutation and closing are key components of any letter or email. They frame your message, showing respect and consideration for the recipient. In some cultures, like Japan, professional titles or honorifics are often used. You might start a business email with "Dear Director Smith," instead of the more informal, "Dear John." In other cultures, like the USA, it's usually acceptable to use the first name in a professional setting after the first interaction. Closing phrases can also vary. In more formal cultures, you might use "yours sincerely" or "respectfully yours." In less formal cultures, "best regards" or "kind regards" may be appropriate. Remember to match the tone of your salutation and closing with the content and purpose of your message. The level of politeness and directness you should use in your writing can vary from culture to culture. Some cultures appreciate a more direct approach, where you state your purpose at the beginning of the letter. Others prefer a more indirect style, where the main point comes later in the letter. For instance, if you are writing to someone from a culture that values indirectness, like many Asian cultures, you might start your letter with some polite conversation before stating your purpose. On the other hand, if your recipient is from a culture that values directness, like Germany or the USA, you would state your purpose in the first few sentences. Understanding the preference for directness or indirectness can greatly affect how your message is received. With that, we wrap up our discussion on using appropriate language for the recipient's culture in letter writing. Remember, understanding and respecting cultural differences can help you communicate more effectively, build better relationships, and avoid misunderstandings. Keep practicing and keep learning, because the more you understand about different cultures, the better your communication will be. I hope you found this video helpful, and here's to your success in English language learning.